Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go over our daily technical analysis update on gold and silver. Again, this is just my financial opinion. Please don't use it as advice. We're going to go over the 10-year yield, dollar, the continuous contracts of precious metals, some ETFs, and some individual companies to gain a perspective on the overall sector to see if there was any damage done today, to see if there's some hope in these charts or not. I've swapped up a little bit of the time frame. I have a couple of weekly candlesticks in here versus daily just to get a little bit different picture as well. So let's dive in. I'll give you my financial opinion on what we're seeing. So we have the dollar. Dollar was up strong today. Went up 0.85%. And I know gold was down 1880. Given how strong the dollar was today, I mean, gold didn't fare too bad, relatively. I know it was a down day and people get scared and things sell off sometimes, but the dollar was really strong. And looking at the dollar, we had broken out to the downside of the dollar. And today we went back up above it to 94.14, almost like a false kind of breakdown here. Interesting to see where this thing goes, because we've got a funky pattern that's now developing. I would say it's something more on the lines of like this. Could be on the lines of that. And we're back in this channel again for the dollar. Looking at the 10-year Treasury, it looks like we're getting like a shoulder head, shoulder. We may come back down a little bit. I don't think we're going to break. At least I don't think we will, but we'll see. This trend line here. So I think we'll come back and touch it and then move on up. That's my guess, but we'll see how it plays out and scribes out. But that's the 10-year yield. And the yields have been going higher, which is what we want. But it just takes time. Now here's gold. This is on a weekly candlestick basis. I'm kind of changing it up a little bit. Draw this guy in here. We had a line that goes through here. You can see where it contacts there. We broke out and then we're using it as support. We draw it up here. Yeah, we're not breaking that. But if we come down like here, anything that we can see down here. So it looks like we've got a pattern that we're trying to break out of. That's what I see. And nothing's been broken. Everything is game on gold. And I know some people, they get scared. They see a down day or something, but I think everything looks great. We're just scribing out to the tip of this pattern, ready to break to the upside, I think. We entered from the bottom up. We've got large buying pressure candlesticks all on this up move, and then a small leak off of seller sideways. I think it looks good. Looking at silver, man, this is on a weekly candlestick basis. Let's see if we can throw something in there for a candlestick. I mean, we got kind of this going on through there. And that's kind of what we broke. I'll just put it up here. Is we broke this little pattern here to the downside. And we're still trying to come back up. But that's what the pattern looks like. We do have some little bit stronger selling pressure on this side here than the up move. So we could bounce sideways for a little bit, to consolidate a little bit longer. Here's platinum on a weekly candlestick basis. I'm just trying to look at the weeklies. But this one looks good on the right-hand side. We got good buying pressure over the weeks, small selling pressure. We don't want this to gain momentum. Not that it really matters. I'm not going to sell anything. But and we have this downtrend line. I'll throw that in there. That's broken. So I think everything looks good. I don't see any problems here. Nothing that I would be bearish on. Here's copper. Copper broke this little, downtrend line there. Broke to the upside. It's kind of coming back and doing a retest. It doesn't look horrible. I wish these were a little bit smaller down days here, or I should say down weeks. This is a weekly candlestick. But it doesn't look bad. Nothing's broken. We've got GDX. This is on a daily candlestick basis. You can kind of throw stuff through here, somewhere through probably there. And that's, see, we were coming on down, we broke out, we retested, and we started to take off, and then we broke back down again, hit this support line again, and we're coming back up. I think everything's intact. There's nothing necessarily bad here. And usually what you have is you have reverse symmetry. On the way down, sometimes the move mimics the way up. And if you can see this side here, mimics that side here, and I bet you we'll head higher here, hopefully shortly. Here's SILJ. SILJ is the junior silver ETF. We kind of broke out to the downside here, moving on up. But again, this doesn't look bad. We have a downtrend line that's broken on the right-hand side here. It's broken right there. And yeah, it comes back a little bit, and then we'll probably move on higher. This side here is going to match this side here. So look for a move that could come down maybe to this level here, or maybe even this level here, where then we turn back up. And it may not pull back that far. But the downtrend line's broken. I'd say everything is still game on. And it's like that for EXK as well. The downtrend line's broken. Yeah, we're pulling back a little bit, and it could pull back a little bit more, but no big deal. Here's First Majestic Silver Corporation. Again, all these downtrend lines have been broken, and I will remain bullish until there's a reason not to be bullish. And we're coming to some resistance through here. So yeah, I could pull back a little bit before moving on up, but everything looks good to me. I don't see anything broken. Franco-Nevada looks good too. We got the downtrend line here that's broken. We came on up, bullish engulfing. I think this is actually going to go higher. That's what I see. Here's EMX Royalty. It had a good, strong day today. I saw that in the portfolio. Putting in the downtrend line, we have broken the downtrend line, and I think that we will head higher over time. Looking at Teuton Resources. Teuton Resources have been moving sideways. I mean, it's not going down, and we're not necessarily going up. We're just kind of chopping sideways at the moment. Newmont Corporation, and I don't own anything in Newmont. I'm only using this as a way to gauge, and see, nothing's broken here. I would say this is still bullish. I know they had earnings here that was bad, but bullish engulfing, bullish engulfing. We popped higher, big buying pressure. We had that earnings release, but the selling pressure today wasn't that bad. And we're still above the downtrend line. Everything's intact from what I can tell. Same with Barrick Gold, and yeah, it did sell off a little bit and close a little bit stronger. But overall, we are still above the downtrend. And what we need to see is this: we need to see this firm up a little bit and turn around. That's what we're hoping to see. We don't want to break right through this downtrend line. That's what we don't want. Now, looking at the weekly candlestick of Barrick Gold, it does look a little bit bearish. And when I mean bearish, we've got a bearish engulfing pattern this week that just happened, where we could head lower. We could. We need the buyers to step in here and turn this around. And looking at Newmont, I did another weekly candlestick. These are on a weekly basis. It does look a little bit bearish, where we could head lower. Looking at the weeklies. And looking at this, man, it's right there. So we touched these. We touched this guy. We came here. I don't want to see this line broken. Let's see what next week brings us. But this doesn't look fantastic here for Newmont on this guy here. Nova Royalty, I threw this in here. What we've got here is we've broken this downtrend line there. You can kind of draw. You can draw one actually right there. You can draw one like through here. There's like two of them. And usually, and there's one here too. There's one there, one here, and like one here. So Forum Energy Metals, they own a royalty on Janus Lake. I bet you they were hoping it was going to be a big find, but it was down a little bit today from Forum Energy releasing some stuff, some data. So that's what I have for today. And to me, it doesn't look bad at all. Gold and silver still looks really good. Even platinum looks good. So I don't see anything wrong with these charts. We're still above the downtrend lines. We broke the downtrend lines and everything's above it. So I would say that everything's still intact. We just had some down days. That's what I think. If you guys like this content, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.